started with this project, we were writing, but we didn't really know what we wanted to name the band. At a family Christmas party, we just were like, let's throw it out there to all the non-musicians we know and see if anybody comes upon something really great.
Everybody kept coming up with the dumbest names. They were like, Blood Scorpion,
Blood Eagle, or like Death Spiral, or something like that. And we were like, okay, no, this is not working. Let's change gears. What's the least rock and roll thing you can think of? And one of my cousins was like, well, this isn't really like a name, but you just made me think of it. Have I told you guys about Linda from work? And we were just like, stop right there. I don't even need to know anything else about her. That's the band name.
There actually is a Linda out there. She's probably never heard of us. She's the inspiration for our band name.
Tonight on Band in Seattle, channeling Riot Girl and 90s pop, Linda from Work brings catchy hooks with intricate, sharp lyrics for a combination that will sure to get you dancing. Welcome to Band in Seattle.
And I am the lead singer and guitarist of Linda from Work.
Hi, I'm Sam. I play the drums for Linda from Work.
I'm Elliot, and I play guitar in Linda from Work.
I'm Mary Robbins, and I play bass in Linda from Work.
Along with Sam Noack, who is the drummer, who's my husband, we started Linda from Work about 3-4-ish years ago. Released our first EP in 2019, and then our debut first full-length album last summer.
When I started dating Hillary in college, we started dating around 20 years old. So we've been together forever. She's just always had this drive since she was a little kid. Going to shows and seeing stuff like that, it just seemed really, really fun. It was inspiring.
But I'm not running away, I could be
was working the overnight shift at the Hyatt downtown. That's when he ran into Mary.
Every day we'd come in and we'd have 30 minutes just to talk and chat about our bands and everything like that.
And then eventually when we needed a bassist, threw it out to her to see if she'd be interested, and she jumped in.
I joined because they needed a bassist. Is a fresh addition.
And we just had met him through some friends, and he is an amazing guitarist that was somehow not attached to any other project at the time. And so we were really lucky to snag him for ourselves.
I'm not actually on the recording, the Burnout album, but I saw them at the release show as the trio, and I was blown away. I ended up just jamming with Sam a little bit one day. A couple months later, they came up to me, and it just kind of locked in right away. And
he's been a natural, quick fit to the project.
After the break, discover more about Linda from Work. One of our softer songs. It was written about during the lockdown part of the pandemic. Frequently, Sam and I, or groups of friends, you couldn't do anything else but be outside, so we would just take really long nighttime walks around the neighborhood. Because you couldn't see anybody, it felt really isolating, but you kind of felt like you could rule the streets. You were in charge of this world. There's nobody around.
You and I is probably my favorite song. It's got a lot of different meter changes, and the tempo is just really fun, and we get to go big with it too.
Let's stay this way, never change under night sky. You're everything, you're everything. Let's stay the same. Let's stay the same. Let's stay the same.
Things about working with Hillary in particular is she always has a very clear vision of what she sees for each song. And it's my job as the bassist to pick up on, you know, what would best frame or complement what's written on the grid work.
Mary has great stage presence. She's always been like a great entertainer on stage, and she's an amazing bassist. She's great at backup vocals. It was like a puzzle piece to what we really needed for our sound at the time.
It's definitely a collaborative effort, but Hillary does a lot of the steering for what direction the song's gonna go in. And it's been working out really well for us.
Are you listening? No one wanna follow. You've been moving way too slow. No.
No was our big single from the album. I just am a big believer in being able to say no. I think people don't say no often enough, or they're afraid to offend somebody, or they get overburdened and because they can't say no to somebody asking them a favor. And I think it's probably a thing that most people really just need to incorporate in their lives more, just saying, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk to you. I can't do that. Stop asking me.
With the addition of Elliot in the band, it ends with this crazy solo that is just so much fun. That one is exhausting.
Powerful one that's shrouded in a good party time.
This is a really fun song. I love upbeat, energetic songs, and that's what this one feels like. And with the lyrics and everything, there's a catharsis to it, and I'm all about that.
You can't say I have to stay. Oh, you can't make me play no more game. If I sick and tired all day, just go away. I will never obey. Not yours, I never won. You can't pin me down. Your words are weapons, so you better mean them. What doesn't kill me better run?
I think the songs are really accessible and really easy to just kind of pop in and say, oh, you know, that's a great song, that sounds really great, and you can have a really fun time at the show. And then if you really dissect, then you can get, you know, peel away and figure out, you know, those more in-depth kind of human moments that are really personal and really tender.
I would say most of our songs come from more of like an emotional place, or just like my own life. Our last album was really inspired by this office job that I had that I just really didn't like. I hated it, and I was really struggling with just feeling totally burnt out. A lot of our current songs came out of that, even just those feelings of rage and exhaustion and anxiety, and I think it's something pretty relatable to a lot of people, especially these days.
First of all, no. Second, no, 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 no!
When we return, find out more about Linda from work.
Breathe, breathe slow. Breathe, let it all go. Lately, I can't cope. Been sleeping on a tightrope.
Teeth was inspired by an actual event that happened to me. I had been grinding my teeth for a long time in my sleep, and then one night as I was almost just about to fall asleep, all of a sudden I felt something in my mouth, kind of like a pebble, and I had bitten one of my back molars in half. Obviously it was terrifying. I mean, people always have that dream of their teeth falling out, but it was actually happening to me. And so yeah, it was a very traumatic, scary thing, and I tried to incorporate that with the song Teeth, because we start off, it's very quiet. It was like how I was about to drift off, and then all of a sudden it increases in intensity and stress as I figured out what was happening. The song kind of follows that pattern of going slow to everything starts getting more intense and more loud, and until it finally kind of explodes.
Always anticipating, always waiting. The glass is cracked as the floor is shaking. Can't eat, can't sleep, I'm broken again. 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 I'm broken again. I keep spitting out stone, breaking me, losing my grip on reality. Oh, my heart is racing, can't hold on to anything.
So a lot of our music is really influenced by kind of the early 2000s garage rock revival stuff, as well as a lot of like 90s Riot Girl. What we do is we take that, and then Hillary's just got this like really poppy voice. She always thought that her whole life she couldn't be a rock vocalist because her voice is kind of too sweet and pretty.
Art garage isn't really a genre, but we try to push ourselves to really challenge ourselves in a lot of our music, with changing time signatures or difficult key changes, melodies, things like that, just to keep it from getting stale. But at our core, we're a garage rock band.
Our first album, we had no money. We ended up recording and mixing the whole album in 4.5 days. We had $2,500 to do it. It's basically all live tracks. Like, most of those are first takes on the album. And so this time we've budgeted a little better, and we'd like to do just something more involved, kind of make the music we always wanted to make.
There's nothing like playing in a band with my best friends. And we have something really special, because sometimes I hear of other bands who don't hang out with each other, and I'm like, what? Because even when we're not practicing or playing shows, we all hang out together, and yeah, it's super fun.
So honored to be in this group, because I think they're fantastic with or without me, and it's just yeah, a wild moment in history for me, my personal history.
I'm a really ambitious person. I have a hard time just being satisfied when I just achieve a goal. I mean, we're already working on our next album, and so one of the things that drives me the most is that ambition, but being able to fuel all of my creative talents and energy into my dreams, what I've always wanted to do, is just so exciting. I can't help but just keep going and keep moving forward.
I love a song that'll pull the energy out of the crowd, and Rabbit Heart is definitely one to do that.
Something about this song I like is the bass line, duh, I'm playing that. It has a really good change of dynamics throughout it. There's a part where it feels like everything drops out for a second, and then we come back in with the bass and drums and guitar. It feels like confetti, almost. It sounds like confetti in my head. That's what I picture when I hear this song.
To uncover more about our bands, go to bandinseattle.com.